Welcome back. What do you think of this news?
This is awesome. First of all, of course, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about two things. Number one, that we have the willingness of the court now to reverse this egregious decision of Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey. And I'm also not surprised at the behavior of the people on the left. They're desperate. And Greg, for decades, for the decades that we've been fighting Roe, we have talked about the abortion distortion. What it basically means is whatever norm of law, whatever protocol of the courts, whatever rules of common sense that apply in every other circumstance, when it comes to abortion, all the rules change. And look at the latest victim of the abortion distortion, the very confidentiality of the process by which the Supreme Court hammers out these decisions. It's egregious, it's insulting, it's an attack on the court and the country, but this is exactly how the left advocates for and pushes for abortion in every way.
Well, we give them lifetime appointments for a reason, to withstand pressure, and there will be a lot of pressure. I don't see how this can be undone, though, and I'd like to put this up, Slate 9, if you don't mind. And they point out that, since this is not mentioned in the Constitution, abortion is not mentioned in the Constitution, they have to prove that it's somehow part of common law or deeply entwined with our history. And I also like this. We begin with the common law, under which abortion was a crime, at least after quickening the first felt movement of the fetus in the womb, which usually occurs between the 16th and 18th week of pregnancy. What they do is they make a very effective case that abortion was essentially illegal all the way up to 1973, just about everywhere. And if it's not in the Constitution, it has to be intertwined with our history, and it's not. Abortion never really had a home in America up until Roe v. Wade.
Justice Alito focuses in his draft opinion more on the history even than on the science, and rightly so. Roe v. Wade is so weak on history. They cited one person, Cyrus Means, who was the attorney for NARAL, and not even any kind of heavy credentialed historian. And they cited no other historian. And Means comes up with theories of history that had not been heard up until then and that have been discredited since then. Roe v. Wade talks about, ancient civilizations, how they dealt with abortion, and does not take note of the fact that at the time the 14th Amendment was adopted, where they claimed to find a liberty interest in abortion, the states prohibited abortion, right, for the most part throughout pregnancy. So thank God, Justice Alito really, he doesn't only reverse Roe in this opinion, he devastates it completely.
I want to show you some statistics, and I think this is kind of a takeaway for me, what abortion has wrought. In part, I can't blame abortion exclusively, but in 1960, the marriage rate for adults was at 72%. Now it's at 50%. And if you break this down along racial lines, the numbers are even more disappointing. If we could put up the number for Black adults, if you don't mind, the comparison is rather stunning. And by the way, there was a real push in the Congressional Black Caucus against abortion at one point. 1960, 61% were married. In 2020, 33%. One of the reasons why abortions have done nothing for marriage and the family, have they, Father?
They have, nothing has destroyed marriage and the family more than abortion. And I say that not just as my own opinion, but on the research of people like a psychiatrist, Dr. Philip Ney, has done more research on the impact of abortion probably than anyone else. There's a book people might want to look at called Complications, published by the DeVeber Institute, and it shows some of this impact on relationships, destroying the ability to trust, to make decisions, to pursue one's life's dream